Turn the rotary switch to position D. The gearbox enters automatic working mode by default. It displays the starting gear engaged currently. Release the parking brake and service brake. Step on accelerate pedal to complete starting. The system default starting gear is 3. You may push forward or backward the joystick to change the starting gear according to the actual load. It is recommended to adopt gear 3 during low load. It is recommended to start from gear 2 during standard load. It is recommended to start from gear 1 during full load. The allowed highest starting gear is 5. Under Auto mode, the vehicle will automatically select the optimal gear and complete the gear shift according to the current driving conditions. When driving with Auto mode, it is available to switch gears with the shifting method under Manual mode. In Auto mode, move the joystick to the left to enter Manual shift mode. Increase or decrease gears by moving the joystick to the plus/minus position. Move the joystick forward light to increase 1 gear each time. Move forward to the end to increase 2 gears each time. Move the joystick backward lightly to decrease 1 gear each time. Move backward to the end to decrease 2 gears each time. When shifting, no need to change the position of accelerator pedal. Search gear S. Under Manual mode, due to vehicle brake and so on. When it is difficult for driver to choose gear manually, the driver may move the joystick to the right. The gearbox will choose a suitable gear automatically. Notes: Manual mode only applicable when the road is extremely bad. It is recommended to choose Auto mode during normal driving. If you want to reverse, after starting engine, turn the rotary switch to gear R. The display shows the reverse gear is engaged. Release the parking brake and service brake. Step on accelerator pedal and the vehicle may reverse. When a vehicle is moving slowly, such as hooking, dropping or moving in a small space, creep mode can be used. Turn the rotary switch to DM position and then release the parking brake and service brake. Step on accelerator pedal to creeping moving forward. Turn the rotary switch to iron position and then release the parking brake and service brake. Step on accelerator pedal to creeping moving forward. Attention! Under creep mode, the vehicle is at semi-clutch state. Gear is locked at lowest position. Therefore, it is prohibited to use creep mode during normal drive. Release the accelerator after parking. Pull the parking brake tightly. Turn the rotary switch to position N. Then, the key can be used to turn off engine. If you want to park for a long time, if the vehicle is provided with manual power master switch, turn off it. Notes: after the engine is off, it will take 90 seconds to turn off the manual power main switch to ensure the completion of the post-processing emptying. Otherwise, it will cause the post-processing failure. After inserting the key, fully depress the brake pedal or tighten the handbrake. put the gear lever in neutral position. And then start the engine with key. If the ambient temperature is lower than 5 degrees Celsius, after cold start, static warm-up is required for more than 2 minutes. Confirm that the engine 4 lights. Water temperature warning light, water level warning light, oil pressure warning light, and air pressure warning light after combined instrument are off, and there is no other abnormal alarm, and then start drive. 16-speed gearbox. It is required to choose a suitable starting gear according to the load of the vehicle. When the vehicle is empty, it is recommended to start at gear 2H. When the vehicle is standard loaded, it is recommended to start at gear 1H or 2L. When the vehicle is full loaded, it is recommended to start at gear 1L. Use 16-speed gearbox in order to reach the desired gear as soon as possible. You can directly up or down a full gear. When it is required to accurately control the gear, you can also shift the half gear with pre-selection valve. For example, when you want to change from gear 4H to 4L, move the pre-selection valve downward and step on clutch, and then release clutch. Then you can reduce half gear successfully. When you want to change from gear 4L to 3H, move the pre-selection valve upward and step on clutch, and operate a joystick to change from gear 4L to 3H. You can successfully reduce half gear. When you want to change from gear 3H to 4L, move the pre-selection valve downward and then step on clutch, and operate a joystick to change from gear 3H to 4L. You can successfully increase half gear. When you want to change from gear 4L to 4H, move the pre-selection valve upward and step on clutch, and then release the clutch. Then you can increase half gear successfully. For half shift switching of other gears, please refer to this method. When reversing, you need to wait the vehicle is completely stopped. Depress the clutch for a few seconds after the clutch is completely disengaged. Put the gear lever into reverse gear, and then release the parking brake and service brake. Step on accelerator pedal, and then vehicle may reverse. Attention! 1. The starting gear of a heavy loaded vehicle shall not exceed gear 3. 2. When the vehicle speed is over 28 km per hour, it is forbidden to change from high-speed gear to low-speed gear. 3. It is forbidden to use neutral gear and to taxi. 4. The clutch shall be completely separated when shifting gear. 5. Reverse gear can only be engaged when the vehicle is stopped and the engine is idling. After the vehicle completely stops, apply the parking brake and then turn off the engine. If you need to park for a long time and the vehicle is equipped with a manual main power switch, turn it off. Attention! After the engine is off, turn off the manual power main switch after 90 minutes to ensure the completion of the post-processing emptying. Otherwise, it will cause the post-processing failure.
By understanding the performance of the Ullman ESTA-AMT automatic transmission, I believe you will enjoy operating this big guy. Let's go to the cab to find out. Here in the cab, we see the gears of the automatic transmission. The ESTA-AMT has 6 gears: DM, M, N, A, R, RM. N is neutral. A is automatic drive mode. R is reverse. DM is drive manual. RM is reverse manual. Let's talk about the correct starting method for the transmission. When starting the Ullman ESTA in automatic mode, drive normally. Be careful not to press the accelerator too lightly during initial takeoff, or it will engage the clutch plate slowly and cause premature wear. Now we are in neutral, so when we want to take off, we engage forward mode. At this time, as we're almost in our normal forward driving mode, Mode A can be selected for 90% of road situations. Let's move on to reverse. There are 2 reverse gears, R1 and R2. If there is a long distance to back up, you can use the R1 gear to reverse quickly to save time and fuel. For slow and precise reversing, we use R2 gear. Reversing hitch mechanism. During hitching, we need to reverse in centimeter bursts. This is done with the RM gear, which allows for a semi-linkage situation, further reducing speed to ensure accuracy and safety in reversing. In daily use, there are often cases requiring creeping in a narrow space and requiring high accuracy. At this point, RM creep mode comes in handy. The transmission will stay in first gear when in DM mode. In this situation, the throttle is adjusted to prevent vehicle jump. DM is very precise for moving in small spaces, parking, and so on. In this mode, the vehicle more accurately adheres to the driver's needs. Occasionally, in some complex driving conditions, the computer cannot accurately determine the appropriate gear. During this time, you need to enter the M manual mode. In manual mode, you can select a higher or lower gear by pressing the button on the side of the gear lever.